Hey guys, this evening I'm going to be looking at Mewtwo. That's right, the first DLC Amiibo is out, and it is of course Mewtwo. Mewtwo looks pretty badass, and he looks pretty big as well from the outside. The only little niggle I have, I guess, with Mewtwo is, well, it's not actually Mewtwo itself, it's more the fact that Mewtwo has been released before Falco, so we've got a DLC character before we've even got the full range of original characters, which, you know, is a little odd, but let's be honest, it's because of Star Fox Zero. Anyway, with that said, we'll get straight in there. Like I said, it is the evening, guys, so the lighting isn't perfect, but I just wanted to get this guy open, really. He does look pretty awesome. So we'll get in there. As a Pokemon, you know, there's tons of Pokemon figures out there, so the Pokemon ones never really excite me too much, but this Mewtwo does look pretty badass. I think Mewtwo's so significant as well because, you know, he was that character that everyone wanted back so much, and, you know, people almost gave up hope, and then Sakurai announced him as DLC, of course, and that was just proof that Nintendo does sometimes listen to the fans. Maybe not as much as they should, but you know, they do sometimes. So, straight off the bat, I'll have a little twist of Mewtwo. Hopefully the lighting will do him some justice at least. He is pretty massive. That said, Mewtwo's a pretty big character in the game anyway, isn't he? He is pretty big, but I mean, if you take his tail into account, you know, and the stance, he is pretty huge. I mean, he's not actually touching the base. I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, he is not actually stuck to the base whatsoever. It's just this plastic support. So in terms of actually contact on the base, Mewtwo actually has one of the smallest of all the Amiibo, which is odd considering how huge he is. That said, he is pretty rigid, he is pretty solid, and from a distance he does look pretty good actually. We'll continue his little twirl. I really do like Mewtwo's stance, to be honest, in this game. His artwork is pretty awesome. Minor discrepancy there with some glue, but you know, that's nothing really. Facially, yeah. Oh well, that's an angle you want to look at him for. Proper presenting himself to you there, nice. But yeah, that's a very quick look at Mewtwo. I've also brought Mario along as a reference in case you want to know just how big he is, in case you can't figure out from the camera. So yeah, he's considerably taller than Mario. In fact, he's kind of patting him on the head there. I've also brought along Pikachu for comparison. As a Pokemon fan, you know, you might only have the Pokemon Amiibos or something like that. So there you go, there's a little bit of a comparison to Pikachu. And I've also brought along one of the tallest Amiibos, which is Ganondorf. So he doesn't quite meet Ganondorf in terms of height. I don't know if you can see that there. But of course his tail kind of, you know, makes him wider as well. So yeah, that's a very quick look at the Mewtwo Amiibo. You know, the DLC ones have commenced, so we'll be getting Lucas and WiiU and Roy before long. And of course Falco. And then hopefully we'll get the new characters as well. So there's a quick look at the Mewtwo Amiibo, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.